It has been a week of diplomatic tension on Ukraine. The latest is that Russia says the West is ignoring its security concerns, and it sees little grounds for optimism in a response by the United States to Russian demands. Nevertheless, talks are ongoing. When it comes to the negotiations, one Ukraine expert cautions, however, that the West should not give any ground to Russia.
I'm concerned that some compromises may actually take place, and they will slow down and reduce the scope of Ukraine's defense cooperation with NATO, with the US, with other Western partners. And therefore, it is very crucial that Western partners of Ukraine stand strong and resist the temptation of those compromises.
However, the United States and NATO have been clear that they will not compromise, and it is Russia that should back down.
We make clear that there are core principles that we are committed to uphold and defend, including Ukraine's sovereignty and territorial integrity, and the right of states to choose their own security arrangements and alliances.
We call on Russia once again to immediately de-escalate the situation. NATO firmly believes that tensions and disagreements must be resolved through dialogue and diplomacy, not through force or the threat of force.
One military expert still believes that the threat that Russia poses to Ukraine is very much alive.
We don't know what Putin really will decide to do. He can give the order to invade, he cannot. I think he will rather sort of try first and then sort of push to instigate an incident and then sort of see how that goes, whether the West is really as united as it pretends to be.
Whilst talks have been going on, the European Union has started drafting sanctions on Russia. Some Western allies have also delivered military hardware to Ukraine, both things that could be used to deter Vladimir Putin.
But from a Russian perspective, if I see that there is a majority of European countries that have a domestic mandate to deliver lethal aid to the Ukrainians, I can guess that these countries will have a domestic mandate to impose harsh and brutal economic sanctions on Russia as well, and will be willing to do that.
It is unclear yet whether diplomacy will yield results. At this stage, nobody can say for sure whether a solution will be found. Until then, the ongoing certainty over Ukraine continues. This is Thomas Cole reporting.